Frickin' riot there. Prairie fire. Frickin' riot.
I came across a drifting ship. I took a look inside. I found a note that someone wrote that said, take her for a ride. I set a course for sights unseen, went out to open sea. To my surprise, a bunch of sailors joined along with me. Now we're sailing on the mystery ship, and all the sailors here are really hip. There isn't any cost of membership, and all you gotta do is join our trip. Yeah, I'm the captain of the mystery ship, and I'm a-calling all aboard this ship. I'm really hoping that you'll enjoy it up on the mystery ship. So bring a friend and come along with us aboard the mystery ship.
Looks like we got our regular class full of comedians here tonight. I hope you're all ready to have a good time out there. This is your brother Zoe coming to you Sunday evening for my regular 6 o'clock show. I'm just pulling up the last of my, there we go. Okay, pulling up the last one here. Turn off the volume. We should be good. Okay, we are live. Looks like we're live around the horn. Let me have a look at you. Now I can see you. How we doing out there, folks? Your brother Zoe coming to you once again aboard the mystery ship. It is a lovely Sunday today. Yeah, I mean, it is flat out beautiful out there. Not too hot. 77 degrees. 77 degrees. That is, that's phenomenal. because I want to tell you. Nope. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Cancel. Man, I almost made a big faux pas there. 77 degrees is lovely as compared to where we have been in the last 24 hours here in Southern Oregon. Now, I've mentioned to you many a time, that I live up on top of a hill. I live on top of a little bluff, as it is, leading up to the bigger mountains around me. And because of our little situation, we are occasionally exposed to the elements. And yesterday, I did my Saturday show, and then I do what I always do. I come in and I have a little nap, a well-deserved nap after a handful of rum and cokes and 4 to 5 hours of classic rock. I came in and had a little nap. And then somewhere around 6 o'clock, I heard thunder and lightning. And when I mean thunder and lightning, it felt like lightning struck the backyard. Now, fortunately, Mrs. O was already up, and she had her camera at the ready, started filming. What the hell's going on around here? Oh, that's gum folded up in a... Isn't that nice? Yeah. Let me share what my afternoon looked like. Because, well, let's just share it and we'll go from there. I'll see you on the other side of this. Wait, let's kill the harbor sounds. We don't need the birds. Don't need those. Thank you. No, thank you. Okay, and you can tell the difference in the cameras because Mrs. Zoe always shoots vertically, whereas I always shoot horizontally. So you'll be able to tell the difference in the videos. All right, are you ready? Here we go.
Okay, we got some serious stormage going on right now. Serious. We just had big old thunder and lightning happen. And right now we have really, wow.
So at first you can kind of see the hail. I mean, it's pretty good size, just under the size of a marble, but close. But it's just kind of coming down. And then all of a sudden the wind started blowing and the hail started coming down like, I don't know, 1,000 times harder, and it was going sideways. It was about this moment that I realized that I left Peggy out in the yard and that I needed to go and save her.
Holy crap! This is one of those times when I might have to take one for the team. Oh.
Yes, and in the approximately 4 seconds that you saw me run from one porch to the other at my house, I got entirely drenched.
and I thought I was going to go rescue my motorcycle. I'm out of my mind. I'm fucking soaked. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm cold.
You know, it just kept hammering down like that. And it lasted probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops. And then, finally, it just quit. And we ended up with just a beautiful rainbow all the way across the yard. It returned to a cloudless, sunny, gorgeous day with puffy clouds, and it was all over. It's just amazing how you can go from thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening, to a rainbow inside of 10 minutes. I mean, in 10 minutes, it was hailing sideways, and then we had a beautiful sunny rainbow. It's just crazy how that works. They've always said, "Whoa, incoming raid from Due Diligence." Thank you, my brother. He has sent me all kinds of people. Nice to have you guys aboard. Nice to have you guys aboard. I was just, when it all stopped, I went out to poor old Peggy and kind of massaged her a little bit and said, "I'm sorry, girl. I won't do that to you again," because it was, you saw how much hail there was. Hail, yes, there was a lot of hail. It was crazy. Crazy. It was coming down, that hail was coming down in torrents. I actually thought it would, scratch up my brand new windshield on that Harley. Amazingly, old Peggy, she hung in there. She's doing all right. She is doing all right. She's nice and shiny clean, that much I can tell you. If you get pinged by that many, marble-sized hails, it was crazy. Just crazy. My friend, Uncle Krusty, told me that over on the East Coast, they too had a crazy lightning storm right about the exact same time as we did. Kind of nuts. Hello, Daily Insanity. Good to see you. It was funny though. I'm not kidding you. In the time that it took me to run from my front porch about 30 feet over to my back porch, I was going for the bike. Initially, I was heading for the bike. I was going to go out there. I was going to just start it real fast and drive it around and park it. We have a little tin teepee kind of awning where my sister-in-law parks her car. That frozen rain was so cold. It's one thing to go out and get wet, okay? It's another thing to get wet in frozen rain. And that rain coming down alongside of hail is ice cold. I mean, it sends, just thinking about it sends shivers down my backbone right now. That's how cold it was. I was prepared to take one for the team, but I'm sorry, Peggy. Sometimes I let you down. Sometimes a guy lets you down, and that was one of those times. One of those times. Let's get a gander around the horn, see where we're live and where we're not live. Oh, mammy. Okay, we are live at Pilled Foxhole. There is a whole bunch of wonderful, wonderful sailors hanging out over at Pilled Foxhole. No shortage of them. No shortage of sailors. Shackelford has joined us from Three Beer Men. Neo, what is going on, Neo? Good to see you. Awakened Mom. Bruce Q. Wayne in the house. Ben Q. Lurkin. Girl Patriot, of course, in the house. SRG Sparky. Willie Fixit is with us. Prayer Warrior Girl in the house. Sweet Hooligan. Great to see you. Trump Red Pill 1 checking in. Deborah Hertzman. How are you doing? Great to see you. Look at all these fine sailors. Crazy Chuck with a K. Due Diligence is in the house. Dave Mick is with us. Just Jim. Father Larry. Who Me 1969. Zoom Zoom in the house. Look at all these wonderful people. Great to see you all. Thanks for popping by the mystery ship. My name is Zoso Dude, and I'm tickled pink to see your smiling faces over there. Daily Insanity now checking in. Just got a email from my brother Uncle Krusty saving the day for me. Saving the freaking day. Thanks, Butta. I appreciate it much. Good to have all of you aboard over there at Pilled Foxhole, the home of free speech in America, folks. One of the last places on the web where you can say what you mean and nobody is going to come along and shut you down. Matt, this one's to you, buddy. To the mats. Man, good to have you guys. Let's see what's happening if we are live at Rumble. Oh, it looks like we're rumbling. It does look like we're rumbling tonight. Yes, we got 7 rumblers over there. Dixie Bell in the house saying hello. She says, dang it, we need rain so badly. Yeah, well, one thing I can promise you, Dixie, is you don't want rain mixed with hail. That just, I couldn't believe how cold I was. It wasn't that I was wet. It was that I was wet and cold. It felt like I jumped in Lake Michigan, like somebody cut an ice fishing hole and then I jumped in. That's what it felt like. It was so weird, so bizarre. Good to see you guys hanging out over there, the 8 of you. Thanks for joining us over at Rumble. We have another fine group of sailors right now over at YouTube, the current champions. YouTube, they're bragging. They got bragging rights going right now. They are the current champions for this month. They're enjoying it for another, I think, about a week and a half until we have our next Wednesday night contest. Well done. Well done, YouTubers. Well done. Good to see you. Let's see who is hanging out over there. Well, Gloria Paddock dropped in to see how the other half lived. Papa Groovy is with us. Our Charlie in the house. Lone Uke. My friend, the Lone Yukon. Good to see you. Arden in the house. How you doing, little lady? Wonderful to see you. Say hello to the old man for me. Phil Brad is here. Annie Oakley made it for alive, at least for a minute. School's in, and she's got a 9 p.m. CST bedtime. Well, I know the feeling. Yes, we'll be there. We will be there. Captain McMuffin. Yes, good to see you, Captain McMuffin. Thanks for being here. All of you wonderful sailors over there at YouTube, thanks for joining us. Over here in Lemon Land, we've got a beautiful group of people. Oh, my goodness. Amethyst Cat. What is up, Miss Kitty? Good to see you. Spudley in the house. How's it going, my man? Did you get any, I was looking at last night, Spud. I was looking at the power outage. Oh, that hailstorm was followed by a power outage. We lost power for about 4 hours, and when I called it up on my phone via Pacific Power, it showed right where I live. It showed right where Spud lives. Did you get a power outage last night, Spud, for about 4 hours? Because, man, we got our asses handed to us. I mean, it was really serious stuff. JLo17 is with us. Val Kimber in the house. Dandy002 saying hello. Bad Zoot in the house. What is up, little lady? Sleeping Stars. How are you doing, kiddo? Good to see you. Syllabore, did I call out your name? I did now. Peggy Dancer is with us. Wonderful to have you with us. Willie Fix-It. Sharing some ice cream, as is, oh my goodness, Amethyst Cat, Peggy Dancer, Syllabore, Spudley, Gloria Paddock, Sleeping Stars, all of them sharing the lemon love. Thank you all. Thank you all kindly for keeping the boat afloat. Artist 61 is with us. Sheeple beware. He says, in Kansas, you need shorts and a coat at the same time. That's crazy. Kind of crazy. Wow. 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 Wonderful to see all of you sailors over there. You know, folks, I'm making headway. I'm making headway with my vehicle. It has been, it's been a long haul. I think I shared with you guys 2 weeks ago, I had the misfortune of, boy, if this is ever a moment to learn from your brothers what not to do. In the half of a second that I reached over on my passenger seat and picked up my phone just to see who it was that texted me, because I got a little bling, I got a little chime. I'm not kidding you. In the half a second that I did that, my right front tire went down into a ditch, and in spite of slamming on the brakes as hard as I could, I had just made a turn. It's not like I had turned and gone down the road a half a mile and had picked up speed. I couldn't have been doing more than 15 or 20, okay? But my truck, my Jeep, went down in a ditch. I slammed on my brakes, and I just watched as those mailboxes got closer and closer and closer, and the next thing you know, I took out 3 mailboxes mounted to a steel post, and I jacked up. I really jacked up my otherwise perfect Jeep Cherokee. I just picked up this little Jeep Cherokee from a 93-year-old man. It was immaculate. Everything worked in the car. One of those time capsules that got transported for, most Jeeps and that kind of thing. By the time people get a hold of them, they lift them 4 inches. They put different bumpers on them. They put different wheels and tires. They change out the stereo. This thing is bone stock. Bone stock. Like the day it rolled off the showroom floor, everything in the car is immaculate. If I was to complain about anything, the headliner needs a little help, and I can certainly fix the headliner. But now she needs even more help, because I decided to take out some mailboxes with my Jeep. Now, most people would freak out. I was more freaked out at the mailboxes than anything else. The very next day, I went down and I replaced all the mailboxes. They're all brand new, shiny, in fact, better than before. Better placement. The mailman is happy. Everybody's happy except for me and my Jeep. So I was driving it. In spite of the fact that I was missing a headlight and I had to pull the bumper out because it was almost rubbing on the tire, and the other headlight that remained was aiming somewhere straight down, it was drivable. So I was at least driving it to work during the daylight hours of the day, because I couldn't drive it at night. There's no headlights. I was driving along this week. I think it was Monday night. I was coming back from Medford. I actually took it onto the freeway. And when I got off the freeway, there was something at my dash screaming at me, "Dude, check your gauges." So I look at my gauges and I see the temp gauge is just pinned. I'm like, oh shit. I get off the freeway, pull into a supermarket parking lot and pop the hood, and man, it was ugly. It was ugly. She was a gushing, split the radiator. Like I need something else going on in my life, okay? It ain't no fun. It's no fun. One thing I'm extremely thankful for. Two things I'm extremely thankful for. One was for having a father who, at a tender young age, my dad used to sit my brother and I down. And in spite of the fact that he was a mechanical engineer who worked in the oil industry, he flew all over the world, you know, wearing suits and ties and all of that stuff. He loved to come home on the weekend and play with his tools, whether we were adding a room onto the house or changing out the brakes on the car. My dad knew how to do everything, and one of the things he insisted upon was teaching my brother and I the value of owning tools and doing work yourself instead of hiring it out to somebody else. And I have to thank him. In fact, what's almost uncanny is I am in the process of fixing my Jeep right now using I inherited my dad's tools. When my dad passed away, my mom shipped me all of his tools. It must have cost her an arm and a leg, but I got all of his tools. These are tools from the 40s and the 50s. Craftsman, New Britain, I mean, quality. You can't buy tools like that anymore. You can't. They don't make them anymore. I'm very thankful to have them, but I'm even more thankful that it turns out one of our buddies right here in the chat, Crazy Chuck with a K. Yes, the very same guy who scored a road sofa for my beautiful bike over there for me. Well, it also turns out that the man spent 30 plus years at a Chrysler plant in Ohio, where, guess what? They built Jeeps. In fact, they built Jeep Cherokees. In fact, I feel if we had the ability to trace the paperwork and trace the day, it's very likely that Chuck had his hands on my very car. I feel pretty strongly it's very, very likely he had a piece in the action of the building of that car. He's been giving me some tutelage. I call him every 5 minutes. Chuck, what about this? Chuck, what about that? He said, so, just get in and tear the thing apart. You'll put it back together in 5 minutes. And he was right. Whole thing's plastic. The whole thing is plastic. But me and my vehicles. Well, it's funny that you say that, Oilman 94. I actually got lucky. I don't think I need a head gasket. Pretty sure I don't. I know I do in my other vehicle, and you're about to learn that. You're about to learn that right now. This is Zoe and his vehicle woes shot earlier today, just for you, just for my listening audience. Here you go. Zoe's woes.
Do you know what is a royal fucking pain in the ass? It's not having a vehicle. I got vehicles coming out my butt. I really do. I do. Right here. This is a 1990 Ford Bronco 2. I have gone stem to stern in this vehicle. All brand new everything. Brakes, tires, motor, tranny, the whole shittery. Mechanically, she is perfect. Perfect. Then I decided, you know what? It's got this little tiny ding in the front. By God, I'm going to fix that. So I ordered a new bumper, new rubber, the valance. I ordered the fender, the lights, the blinkers, the reflectors for both sides, all brand new. It's all sitting right in here, in the back, ready to be installed. I was going to take it down to my buddy and squirt it, but I'll probably paint it myself. But then, I was driving it back and forth to work. And the funny thing is, I had a guy put the motor in it for me. And if I was to pop that hood, I swear to God, it looks like 1990 in there. He When he yanked the motor, he pressure washed and painted the firewalls and everything. It looks brand fucking new. You could eat off of that motor. That's how nice it is. But one thing wasn't hooked up. This little $10 part right here. This little stupid sumbitch. Willie Fix-It knows what this is. Yes, he does. This is the temperature sensor. And mine wasn't working. When he put everything back together, the temp sensor wasn't working. So I stopped and I got one. Never had the time to put it in. Never had the time. I was riding with my mom in the car. And unbeknownst to me, one of the radiator hoses, the clamp wasn't tight enough, so it developed a leak. And I began to lose water. But I couldn't tell because on my dash, everything said it was groovy because my temp gauge wasn't hooked up. Well, thank God. Thank God. I mean, it could be worse, but so she's got a blown head gasket right now. It still runs like a raped ape. Still runs fantastic. But I need to put a head gasket on that. And I just, man, that is a time-taking son of a bitch. It's times like this I wish Willie Fix-It lived out here in the West, because I'd have him do that. So then I got my Lincoln. Now the Lincoln she runs like a raped ape. She is just full of piss and vinegar, this thing. Pure luxury, and I love it. I love this freaking car. She has decided that reverse doesn't work anymore. For whatever reason, car drives and runs great, but she doesn't go into reverse right now. And I just don't have the time to deal with it. So thank God I have my new Jeep, right? The one that I ran into the mailboxes. God almighty. What a fucking pain in the ass. Vehicles. Thank God I have a friend in one Crazy Chuck with a K. Because amazingly, good fortune always does shine my way. Chuck built these things. For 30 years, Chuck worked at the Chrysler factory there in Ohio, where they built these things. And you can see where, that's where I hit the mailboxes, right there. Boom. Lucky for me, I hit it literally right here on the main frame rail. If I had center punched it right here, holy crap, I'd have destroyed both the radiators and it would have been a nightmare. Now, I did develop a crack in my radiator. I got a nice split in my radiator right there. Just freaking right top to bottom. Son of a bitch. So, I got a new radiator coming. Got a new bumper coming. Two new bumper ends. Actually, I think I'm going to order all 4 bumper ends. And then I can bolt her back together and get on down the road. But it's just 3 vehicles. None of them run. Thank God I got this. And I got old Peggy out there. If it wasn't for Peggy, I wouldn't have a way to work right now. Such a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass to have 3 vehicles. Take your choice. Every one of them doesn't run. For whatever reason. I will have the, as soon as the parts come in, I'll have the Jeep up and running in no time. And, you know, seriously, I do think having friends like Chuck, I can give him a phone call. Chuck, what's going on with this? So just take this apart. Watch out for that. Remember this when you do that. And, it's awesome. And I thank my dad for teaching me how to do all that stuff. Because seriously, if I had to take that Jeep to an auto body shop and drop it off, not only would it be 3 weeks, but God knows it would be thousands to fix it. Whereas I just ordered all of the stuff, every last thing I need, all of it, and I'm into it. $510. And although it looks like the whole front end is torn off, I think I have a total of maybe 25 bolts in a little plastic tub. That's it. That thing will go back together so quickly, I'll be driving it. I just need the damn radiator. I just need the damn radiator. I'll have it next week. So, dang it. Dang it. I just can't believe this crap. I hope the weather holds out. I hope we don't have any more thunder and lightning storms. Lordy. You know, just getting from point A to point B, it's nice to have a vehicle. It really is nice to have something other than not that I don't love my motorcycles. I love my motorcycles. But, you know, at 5:30 in the morning riding your motorcycle to work, you know, there's more exciting stuff than that. It is kind of nice to get inside of a closed-in vehicle and ride to work. You're going to see me go off on Harley on the other side of this little video right here. These are some beautiful friends that I've met along the way. I freaking love these people. I freaking love these people. See you on the other side of this. This is the perfect time for you to run and refresh your drink. Go to the restroom, whatever it is that you got to do. Take the dog outside. This is your chance right now, people. Get her done. One of the joys of riding around the country every year on my Harley is getting to meet the sailors, getting to meet the people in person who watch my show. And it is amazing. It's a blessing to roll into somebody's town. And what's great, what is one of the most amazing things is when I ride away, and then later I come back and I see somebody in the chat, and I know I've been to their house. I've been to our SRG Sparky right there. I've been to his place. You know, I know where he hangs out. I know where his man cave is. I can picture them. You know, I can see him right now, probably sitting. I probably guess where he's sitting as he's watching the show tonight. Same thing with so many other people. It is, it's so cool. It is so cool to look down the list of names on either side and say, I met that person, I met that person, I met that person, I met that person. So awesome. So awesome. I'm blessed. I am blessed in being able to do that each and every summer, and I look forward to meeting those of you who I haven't had a chance to meet yet. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. I'm crossing them off. Crossing them off as we go. Had a bit of a surprise today, perusing my while I was looking for car parts online. I came across a news article that kind of bummed me out. Found out another one of my rock and roll buddies has passed away. A guy used to come over to my house, and when I lived in North Hollywood, used to hang out with him in the Rainbow. In fact, it can't have been more than 3-4 years ago. They played right out in Grants Pass, Mrs. O. When I went out to see him. Went backstage, hanging out with him, shooting the breeze, took some pictures. In fact, I was looking for my most recent picture, but Jack, the lead singer from Great White, has passed away. And it's just kind of weird. He was young. He had disease that it's kind of like Parkinson's, but it's often they think that you have Parkinson's or they think that you have Alzheimer's, but that's not what it is. 63 years old, 63 years young. He was a rocker. He was a cool dude. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family and stuff. I don't believe he was married. He probably had a few kids. I'm sure they'll be arguing over who gets Dad's boat. He had a nice boat down in Redondo Beach. But man, the guy could sing. He could sing till the cows came home. He really, Great White is a great band. And man, getting close to home these days. Getting close to home. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Speaking of crazy stuff, there is a CEO of a certain company. You may have heard of him. You may have heard of him. I don't know exactly how to say his name. I'm going to take a stab at it. Here. Jochen Zietz or Jochen Jochen Zitz. Jochen Zitz. However the hell you say his name. This guy is single-handedly destroying a company, an American company, that once represented the most badass of the badass. You know, how do you destroy a company that has such storied history from policemen, driving it, pulling up tickets. I love all those 1940s movies, those old black and white movies where the cop pulls up on a motorcycle next to the, hot dame in a convertible, 1940s car. Pull it over, miss. Pull it over. A bitchin' old Harley. All the Harleys that were made for the war effort. I mean, hundreds of thousands of Harleys set out World War II. And then all the guys who came back from the war who bought themselves Harleys because they had ridden them in the service, and learned to enjoy them. And, I mean, I have got to say that on this past trip, there was a couple of places in Wyoming, and Wyoming comes to mind. When I went out to see the Devil's Tower, okay, there is a long, lonesome stretch of highway. It's just a little two-laner out in the middle of freaking nowhere. I didn't see a car. I mean, if I saw 3 cars the whole hour and a half it took me to go out to the Devil's Tower, it was crazy. I was able, thanks to the GPS on my dashboard, I could see where the road was straight and where it had curves, and I was able to just roll that power on. And I have to say, there is something so cool in just hauling freaking ass on a motorcycle, especially in Wyoming where there's no helmet law. I mean, I had my bandana on, and I had like 3 of those. You see those pictures of me with rubber bands on. There's these. I put those on so it doesn't blow off. And I'm telling you, when you are just railing that machine, and she's just humming as hard as she can go, it feels like nothing else in the world. It's the closest thing to feeling like Superman flying, in the air. All you have is the wind rushing all about you. And by God, I love it. And men, and I guess women, have enjoyed that feeling now for in excess of 100 years. Harley started in 1903, so 2003 was the 100th year anniversary last year. The year my bike was made, 2023, is the 120th anniversary. And this guy, Old Jock Itch, seeks to destroy everything that they have done in a mere matter of months. Now, you guys know, I have a gay stepson. I have a gay cousin, okay? I have absolutely nothing against gay people. 0. Couldn't care less. Whatever blows their skirt up, that's between them and their maker, okay? If that's what makes them happy, then it makes me happy. Just don't run it down my throat, okay? That's all I'm asking. I don't come over to your house and tell you that I think you need to, engage in whatever kind of behavior. Please just don't tell me what it is I have to do, okay? Just whatever you do in your own private time, that's for you to know. That's the only way I think about it, okay? But not this guy. Not this guy, okay? He started out with the pride flags flying behind Harleys at all the events. And I'll tell you what, I mean, if you ask the average Harley rider how he feels about what this guy is pushing, well, it's fairly evident. It's fairly evident. Let me share a couple of articles with you, recent articles. This is from August 6th, so what is it, 10 days old? 10 days old. Let's see if I can drop this down here. Why are people mad at Harley Davidson? What company faces a conservative-led boycott over DEI efforts? Now, that's the thing. There are people right now. There are people right now who are going and doing crazy things. Just crazy things. They are, well, let me show you one. Why should I tell you about it when I can show you? Look at this guy. You got to see this guy. This is one man's thoughts on how to deal with Harley Davidson going woke. Okay? This is how this guy deals with it. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. Let me show you this guy. Yowza.
Started in 1903 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is one of the backbone companies of America. Even saying the name Harley Davidson makes you think of the American flag. It is patriotic.
It does.
But the unthinkable has happened. They've gotten a woke CEO who's trying to do everything he can to change this company, not for the better, but for their own woke agenda. He's even moving some production to Thailand. American jobs could be lost. I was so disturbed by the news of this that I'm making this video today to prove a point that not everybody's gonna bow down to this woke crap. The video you're about to watch is for the good of mankind. Make sure you watch to the end. You will not be disappointed.
Harley Davidson. This thing is history, and it just screams America. I used to ride a motorcycle years ago. I've been so busy with my fence company, and I recently bought a Harley because I was going to get into riding again, and then I found out the unthinkable. I mean, literally, a year ago, Ford went woke and put out a video, and I made a video about that, and it made me sick because Ford is also an American company, but now Harley did it too. Ford redeemed themselves, though. They actually bought a Navy SEAL, a Ford Raptor, which is awesome. That's the kind of stuff we need to do. Take care of our veterans, take care of our police department, take care of people that are Americans, not worry about this stupid woke shit. So for all you people that know what DEI is, it is the thing that's going to destroy civilization as we know it. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Basically what that means is communism. They're going to put somebody in a position because of their race, gender, not because who's the most qualified for the job. That's crazy. I own a company. If I put people out there that are not qualified just because they fit a certain quota, how are businesses going to be successful? How are you going to do quality work? Everything is going to collapse. It's going to start at the top, work its way down, and it will reach everyone. This will be the destruction of civilization as we know it. So this CEO, this woke piece of shit, He's trying to turn all Harleys electric. That is insane. That's like destroying culture. That's like destroying history. This guy's trying to change things, not for the better, I promise you that. This guy's moral compass is completely just gone. This guy supports men and women's restrooms at Target. He is literally trying to put people in place, leaders, that just destroy our society with their whole woke agenda, trying to destroy everything that's normal, that's right, that's Christian. I swear these woke people are run by Satan and they are evil. So this woke CEO has donated millions of dollars, all kinds of woke organizations. He needs to worry about veterans, people who have literally sacrificed for this country. Help them out first. You want to help out some other stuff, that's fine. Give more of your money to where it counts though. People that actually care, that have helped build America. This is American, this is normal, this is what should be happening. So a lot of people are saying, you know, just ignore it, just forget about it. No, that is wrong. Just sit back and do nothing and to be silent and let people just destroy our country and our way of life. This is good versus evil. This woke shit, it's evil and it is trying to destroy America and civilization as we know it. So today, I'm gonna make a statement. I'm gonna make a statement for good versus evil, for normality versus wokeism. We are gonna show this woke CEO that not every person in this world, not every American, not even close to every American is on board with this woke piece of shit agenda. And I'm gonna do this the most American way you could think of, with a big middle finger. We're gonna ramble this thing with an M60. That woke piece of shit Harley I bought is now gonna be target practice. America! Woke bitches, this is America! That was pretty cool for the first wave, but what's more American than one M60? Two M60s, twins! Twin Rambo! Still not satisfied yet? How about the M134? 50 rounds a second, just destroying. So I've showed you guys American just badassness with Rambo. I've showed you American speed with the M134. Now we're going to show you American power. The Barrett M107, the McMillan TAC 50. These are American 50 BMGs. This is muscle. We're going to show that woke bike what's up with this. So we've hit this thing with M60s, with M134 miniguns, with 50 cal rifles. Now we're gonna hit it with everything at once and finish this thing off for good. Now we're about to turn this thing into a woke s'mores bar.
Woke ass Harley, say hello to my little friends.
It is unfortunate we
Pretty
had to
toasty.
do this. This is something I wasn't proud of, but I had.
Pretty toasty. I'd say, I mean, that's one man's revenge. All right. Now, perhaps a bit over dramatic. I'll tell you how I feel. Honestly, this is how I feel. Old Peggy out there, my white bike, was built in 2004, okay? She had nothing to do with a woke company. Every part on that bike was made in America, assembled in America. It is an American bike. Even my new bike, 2023, yes, some parts were made in Thailand, but the bike was still assembled and built by Americans here in America. I would have a hard time torching either one of those. But there are other guys out there who are, well, they're doing other things to protest. And, you know, can't really say I argue with them. This is, let me show you this article here. Well, yeah, I'm going to share this article with you. I will This is from a gentleman who goes by the name of Robbie Starbuck. Perhaps you've heard of him. Okay. He lets it all hang out. He doesn't hold back anything. This is one of his recent posts on X regarding Harley's wokeness. More shocking news about Harley Davidson. Harley sponsors a group called Babes Ride Out. HD employees even work at staff at Babes Ride Out events. At various BRO events, that's Babes Ride Out, they raise money for Planned Parenthood. Harley also sponsored LGBTQ pride events that Bro put on. There is the evidence. Okay. Don't confuse Babes Ride Out for a ladies' riding club, though they do allow men who say they're women to join the club too. Bro still has the evidence of Harley being part of their events on their social media pages, and you can read Harley's virtue signaling about Bro in their 2022 Inclusive Stakeholder Management Report. There's no wiggling out of this one. Harley used bikers' hard-earned cash to support a fringe group of left-wing bikers who raised money for an abortion provider at events where Harley was present, according to Babes Ride Out posts. They also supported even more pride events than we realized at the start of this. If you've had enough of this wokeness, contact Harley here. So this guy is he is getting pretty serious about telling Harley to shove it, okay? And he's not the only one. Other people are doing other things. There's a oh damn it, where's the video? There's a guy who took his beautiful Harley and has, if you want to protest, I'm all for this kind of protest. I mean, why take $25,000 and throw it out the window? Okay. Other guys are taking tape and just covering up the nameplates, covering everything that says Harley on it, just so you can't tell what kind of a bike it is. I'm all for that kind of protest. Also, you vote with your dollars. You can also protest with your dollars. You want a new bike? Go buy an Indian. You want riding leathers and mugs and all the, groovy stuff that bikers need to ride? Don't buy them at your Harley Davidson store. This one kind of hurts because some very, very good friends of mine own the local Harley dealership. And I can tell you what, I can tell by the cars, or should I say the lack of cars in their parking lot, that this is affecting Harley Davidson big time. I mean, they've taken a very small section of America, okay? Harley riders and bikers in particular have always had this sort of, I don't know, they've always been regarded as tough, no nonsense, don't take any crap kind of guys, especially the rougher ones, like in bike clubs, like your local Hells Angels and that kind of thing. There's so many riding clubs out there that, these guys mean business, right? To take the iconic motorcycle brand synonymous with these biker groups and now say that it represents wokeness and because of one of the platforms I'm on, I'm hesitant to really say what I want to say. I'm sure you know where I'm going without saying it. I'm sure you're smelling what I'm stepping in. I just can't believe that this numbskull, this Joachim Dietz or whatever the fuck his name is, how he could take an American brand and just flush it down the toilet. Flush it down the toilet. I'm going to read a little bit of this article here because they really kind of lay it out there for us. Let me do this. Harley Davidson is the latest target in a series of protests against companies with DEI efforts. Last week, a conservative activist from Tennessee posted a video on X discussing all the diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives that the storied motorcycle company has put in place over the years. The video encourages people who do not support or align with those beliefs to spend their money elsewhere. And folks, that's what I'm saying. That is what I am saying. You vote with your dollars. You can let Harley know with your dollars just how you feel. A similar campaign was launched against both John Deere and Tennessee's Tractor Supply within the last 2 months. Both companies have decided to step away from DEI in favor of keeping customers. But Harley has yet to respond. This is what we know about the situation. Why are people mad at Harley Davidson? On Tuesday, July 23rd, Robbie Starbuck posted a 10-minute video detailing the ways in which Harley Davidson has gone woke. According to the video and post, the company has hosted an LGBTQ plus boot camp, donated money to LGBTQ campaigns, helped found Wisconsin's LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce, had employees attend training on how to be an ally to LGBTQ vendors, and has made employees adhere to DEI measures. Other items from Starbucks' post include that Harley openly supports the Equality Act. They made February and March into months of inclusion. They donated millions to the United Way, who made up the United Way Equity Program, claiming that Harley has a 9100 score on the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index. They were ranked 45th in 2023, and they were ranked 80th in 2022. The chairman, president, and CEO of Harley Davidson, Jochen Zietz, has been an active advocate for sustainability for a long time. Before becoming the CEO of Harley Davidson, Zietz worked at Puma and luxury goods company Kering. Zietz currently serves as the chairman for Livewire Incorporated, which is the electric vehicle division of Harley Davidson. He also founded his own organization, the Zietz Foundation, to support sustainable solutions that balance conservation, community, culture, and commerce. Zietz has only helmed the ship, and I grossly protest them using that at Harley Davidson since 2020, but he made sure to sign the CEO Action for Diversity and Inclusion pledge. This brings more than 2,500 CEOs together who have pledged to cultivate environments that support open dialogue on complex conversations around diversity, equity, and inclusion, implement and expand unconscious bias education and training, share best-known diversity, equity, and inclusion programs initiatives, as well as those that have been unsuccessful. Engage boards of directors when developing and evaluating diversity, equity, and inclusion strategies. While the motorcycle company has not responded to Starbucks' calls for a boycott, a dealership in Vermont published a blog post calling them another example of his baseless attempts to stir controversy. So he's getting old Starbucks is getting blasted by these people who think that he is, shall I say, close-minded. Although I believe that everyone has the right to live their life the way they want to live it, as I stated earlier, as long as you don't cram it down my throat, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want. But the minute you start proclaiming it in banners across major city streets and painting it on the boulevard, if you were to paint signs from the other side on that boulevard, they'd be painted black overnight. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy how far this company has gone to drive away their core followers. I mean, I have talked to a number of bikers, and they are, frankly, they are pissed. They are pissed. They are going to boycott Harley, doing whatever they can to trade parts and not purchase anything that says Harley Davidson on it. Seriously, with your dollars, you can change the world. And I look to see Harley follow in the same footsteps as Disney, as Netflix, all these companies that are screaming, DEI. They're all going down. I mean, they only represent like, what, 0.01 of the population? It's crazy. It's crazy. I recently did some digging, and they have doctored the numbers. I looked into what percent of the population openly admits to living an alternative lifestyle. I'm using these words delicately to not get kicked off the air. And years ago, the numbers were minuscule. 0.01, 0.02, okay, percent of the population. Now they're trying to claim that it's more like 18% of the population. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. And as I said, I have gay cousins, okay? I have nothing against people living whatever kind of lifestyle it is they want to live, but to try to claim that it is I have to choose my words carefully here. The words that want to come right out will get me in trouble. Oh. Harley is going to be a thing of the past here very soon. Very, very soon. I honestly, if this guy does not reel it in, you will see them go broke. Absolutely broke. Shareholders will only take those smaller paychecks for so long before they say, I'm investing elsewhere, mofo. You don't know how to turn a profit around here. People are encouraged. They are encouraged to write this clown and tell them what they think, particularly Harley riders. And I'm going to be dropping him a line. I'll be dropping him a line myself, and I'll share it with you when I do, especially if he responds. Especially if he responds. I don't expect to get a response myself. But maybe he will. Who knows? Who knows? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I almost shot a video earlier today. I live in Oregon, okay? Oregon has been known as a blue state, and I have to tell you, it's like a lot of other states. Like a lot of other states, I really don't think the whole state is blue. I think you have pockets, little pockets of blue in some of the larger cities. And because that is where, like, the media is based, they project it out as if it's everywhere. It's everywhere. This whole state is blue. Boy, not if you pay attention to bumper stickers and hats and T-shirts being worn every single day. Every single day here in Southern Oregon, when I go out, riding my bike, going to work, going to the market after work, you see it. You see it with your own eyes in parking lots, bumper stickers on cars, people's hats, people's shirts. They're not buying into this. Not by a long shot, okay? You can tell the ones that are. They normally have blue hair and, nose piercings, that kind of thing. Just take a look around you. You tell me what percentage of the population they truly represent, because I think it's less than 1 in 100. I think it's more like 1 in 1,000. I'm not saying that they shouldn't enjoy the same wonderful privileges the rest of us enjoy, but don't cram it down my throat. And don't take an icon, an American-made, manly freaking icon, and turn it into, oh boy. I was riding down the road earlier today, and I saw there's a guy who has a wooden fence. And I wish I had stopped and shot the video, because I intended to. Was on my way to the auto parts store earlier, and I saw this, and I did it like a double take. I couldn't believe my eyes. This guy has taken a very, very popular thing here in Oregon is the cutout of Sasquatch, okay? Everybody has seen it. It's this big, hairy guy, and, our good old Bigfoot, all right? Well, this guy has taken and created 10-foot tall Sasquatches, identically cut out. They're all perfectly, if you stack them up, they'd be identical. And he put them on the side of the fence of his house, and now they're all rainbow colors. So I just don't see Sasquatch as gay. I'm sorry. I just don't see Sasquatch being gay. Hollywood can sure screw up a whole bunch of stuff. And I laughed with the Texan, my dear brother the Texan, over this, okay? Movies are always, they take a lot of artistic license when they make films. And I laughed with the Texan over this issue. I said, they try to portray for years and years and years on television. Back when being gay was, something that was hush hush. It wasn't openly talked about. If someone was known to be gay, They were probably like a hairdresser or a some kind of interior decorator, right? I'm talking like the 70s, the early 80s. Nowadays, so I mean, unfortunately, I've seen images of in movies of gay bikers, and I mean, they'll turn anything gay if they can. Nick, I can't wait to see Charlie Brown turn gay, or I'm surprised Mickey Mouse isn't gay yet. Okay, but I was joking with the Texan. I said that damn movie that came out, Brokeback Mountain. I said that was some poor, fucked up Hollywood screenwriter's fantasy that something like that could be real. I said, dude, I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, okay? I've seen gay this, I've seen gay that. I've even seen a gay biker, but I have never in my fucking life met a gay cowboy. I'm sorry. That shit just don't happen. It just doesn't happen. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here because I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my freaking mind over this Harley going to hell. I want to take a moment to ask us to pray for a handful of people. I see my dear brother Val Kimber in the chat. Please keep Val and his mother in your prayers if you would. Which leads me to another killer combo. Please keep the Batman and his mother in your prayers. Val is recovering from a couple of black eyes and some cancer removal, and his mother she's needed our prayers for quite some time. Same thing with the Batman. Batman's mother has needed our prayers for quite some time. They're very concerned early onset of Alzheimer's. Very difficult thing to deal with the family. But the Batman recently underwent neck surgery. They put some screws and plates and all that good stuff in it. Last time I saw him, he had one of those neck braces where he's got to turn his whole body. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, one of those where you're just completely immobilized. A heck of a good guy, the Batman. Please keep him in your prayers. Gary Flessner, our dear brother Gary, is, folks, he's having a rough go. I want you to pray for Gary's strength, that God would fill Gary with the strength to overcome what is going on with him right now. They are not taking care of him. One of the things I'd like to send him, you remember when we were kids? Remember those little, there was a thing you put in your hand, and it was just a spring-loaded thing, and you would squeeze these, and it would build up the strength in your forearms. I want to send Gary a couple of those. He needs to regain his strength. He can't sit himself up in bed. He left me a message, and he sounded pretty honestly depressed, and that is not my brother Gary. That is not the Gary that I know. I mean, all of us have moments where we are down and out. I ask and pray that you guys keep our brother Gary Flessner in your prayers, that he receives God's strength and overcomes this. I'm sure it seems insurmountable to him, but anything is possible when God is on your side. Send Gary heaping portions of the Holy Spirit to strengthen him and get him out of his trouble, because he's having a hard time, people. He is having a hard time right now, and he's a good egg. He is a damn good egg. Our dear sister Leah Worth is another one who really is deserving of our prayers. Please keep Leah in your prayers. I see our sister Peggy Dancer. I'd like to ask you to keep her in your prayers. Our dear sister Trick Pony, her husband, has been in need of our prayers. This has been going on quite a while. Pray for that he is healed up, good as new. Good as new. Saint, big one here. Big one here is Dave Maddox. Dave and Cherie Maddox both. Keep them in your prayers. Very, very tough situation going on there. But two very, very stoic people, big believers in the Lord. And, you know, when God is on your side, who can be against us? That's a fact. Our dear sister artist has alerted us to a young woman by the name of Carrie. I've shown her picture on this show before. Carrie is a young woman. She can't be more than 32, 33 years old. She's got 3 young kids. She has been diagnosed with 2 different types of cancer. It's going to take God's help to get these people over the hump. Pray for them. Looks like I have Willie Fix-It calling. Willie, how we doing? Hello? Are you there?
Hey.
There you are. Now I got you.
Say a prayer for my wife. She's pretty sick.
What's going on with her?
And Hannah Michelle, give her a shout out for tonight. I don't mean to interrupt, but yeah, I know you ain't gay, but man, you got gay bikes. No, you're pre-gay bikes. You got the pre-gay bikes, so you'll be alright.
What's going on?
Oh man, yeah.
What's going on with
Hannah? If you get into a hump with the Jeep, man, I got one of them, and if Chuck can't help you out, I'll help you out.
I appreciate it, Willie.
You gotta take the whole bumper off, the whole nose off to do anything in the front of them son of a bitches anyways. But there's a little thing that sits on the front frame rail. Make sure the wires are good and bullshit. Because it's like the fan rheostat or some shit, whatever relay or something.
I'm good there, Willie. I got the whole thing apart already. What's going on with Hannah Michelle?
She got badass, whatever you call it now, I don't know what you would say, ear infection or something really bad. Doctor said she had a ton of fluid behind her ears, and she's been dizzy, can't walk around, can't do nothing. It really just sucks.
All right.
So, yeah, let's try and get her ear infection gone out of her head.
Very good. Very good.
All right, I love you, man.
All right, dude.
Thank you. And, yeah, your bikes ain't gay, and, yeah, you'll be all right.
Thanks, Willie.
All right, love you.
Man.
Thanks for taking my call.
You betcha.
Apologize. Good night. Bye.
Folks, please keep Hannah Michelle in your prayers. Hannah is Willie's wife. She's a freaking great lady. I mean, she is, she has to be very special. Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. Please keep Hannah Michelle in your prayers that she heals up good as new. One of our buddies named Ryder he's a foxhole friend. He is recovering from back surgery. Please keep Ryder in your prayers that he is healed up good as new. Okay? Boy, so many folks in need of prayer, and I'm convinced, man. Prayer is the most powerful thing we got. It's a weapon. It is a tool that God gave us, and it works as long as you believe. You're not asking for these people to be healed. You are decreeing to the world. You are saying, be healed, and believing in the power behind your prayer. These people shall be healed through the blood of Jesus Christ our Lord. It is amazing. It is amazing. I have been saved so many times by asking God for, especially especially when I'm at my wit's end. You might laugh, but I'm telling you. There were times when my car would not start. I tried everything in the world, and I just asked Jesus, would you please start the car? And I turned the key, and boom, fires right up. Because nothing is impossible for God. Nothing. I love you guys. I hope you have a great, great week ahead. Thank you to wonderful people who donated to the show tonight. Let me scream out some names. Scream out some names. Spazzo Yeti, Girl Patriot, Sean Joe, Girl Patriot again. My brother Due Diligence, thank you kindly. Girl Patriot, Due Diligence again. Spazzo Yeti, Bong Hit, Big Hair Tsunami. Whoa, he donated a diamond tier subscription, and look, he somehow gave it to me. Look at that. Incredible. Thank you, Big Hair Tsunami. You are a rock star, man. Freaking rock star, that guy. Wow, that is awesome. I am going to release the scratching right here. It is coming your way. There is a little thing. You scratch that itch and get on down the road. Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful donations over there. You're the best. Just the best. Over here in Lemonland, they've been doing it. They have been giving up the lemon love tonight, and I'm here to give it back. We have a little thing called the treasure chest. And look at that. Honeybee and 2 others followed today. Great to have you aboard. I wonder if it'll tell me who they are. Well, Honeybee, for sure. Thanks for being here, Honeybee. All right, I'm going into that treasure chest, and I'm going to share some of the love that was brought my way. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed I am. Okay, I have put a generous portion, 1/3 of my total, into that treasure chest, and I'm divvying it up right now. I'm giving it out. So go and get you some. Good luck over there in Lemonland. Here it comes. 25 seconds to take off. 25 seconds. Ooh, I wonder if I can scratch that itch in the meantime. Let me see if I can scratch that itch. Here comes my scratching. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, baby. I scored a gold bill. Sweet. Thank you to all the people who support this program in whatever manner you do, whether it's telling a friend or sharing it on your social media. Somehow, some way, I'm getting new people like Honeybee, and it's probably because one of you told them about it. And I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Our winners tonight, look at this. Amethyst Cat, John Rogers, Peggy Dancer, Jayla 17, and Syllabor. There they are. Congratulations, my friends. Well done. All right, we're going to get on out of here. Have a great week ahead, my friends. I really do appreciate all of you being here, sailing aboard the mystery ship with me. It is a pleasure to know you, a pleasure to have you aboard the mystery ship. Where is I'm looking for, here we go. Oh, baby, whoa. Okay, I'm going to go right about there, get that set up. I'm going to get this queued up because I like to show the wonderful sailors as we get on out of here. All right, people. We'll see you around the bend. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble this week. Don't go buying a Harley. Go buy an Indian. Go buy a BMW. Just don't buy a Harley. Don't buy a Harley. All right. Here we go. There's the little foghorn leghorn. A little Wilma action. Val, are you going live tonight? Are you doing a little music show this evening, Val Kimber? Let me look over. Is he live already? Typically, sometimes he does a Sunday night show. All right, let's get the sailors sailing. There they are. Boom. Going down the line. Have a lovely week ahead. I will see you in the chats of so many other shows, as I do all the time. Take care, my friends. Love one another. And don't forget to pray for our friends who need it so badly. Have a great week. Brother So, checking out from Medford, Oregon. Catch you on the flip side. If you've not had the opportunity, my friend Val Kimber, my friend and yours, has a wonderful music show over at D Live. I am going to post, I'm copying his address right now, and I'm going to post it in the chats. Drop on over there and tell him Zoe sent you. There is a link to Val's show. Go on over and share a little love. Tell them Zoe sent you. I might even drop over there myself for a little bit. Thanks again to all you wonderful people for hanging out here. We will see you on the flip side.